Hi everyone, welcome. This is Kelley. I recently participated in a Flow Journal Swap, a group event of Cara, Brendan and friends on Facebook, where we made a flow journal and swapped it with a partner. This is the first time ever making a flow journal, and I thought I'd share with you what I put in there. A flow journal is basically a supplies kit with removable items to use however you wish. I am using this shopping bag as the cover. I've folded it up to make a pocket. First up, we have some cardstock. Next, we have some really bright and fun wrapping papers. I've added a variety of writing papers. This piece is from a vintage letter writing set. A cute colouring in page. I've included a variety of book pages. This is from a Harry Potter's book. These are from a plant identification book. And these are from a strategy plan on my local town from the 80s. I also included some magazine pages. This is from the Phantom comic book. These beautiful pages are from an Aussie gardening magazine from the 70s. I also included some glossy magazine pages of images throughout Australia. This road here is close to my hometown, so that's pretty well scenery. This side isn't, that's South Australia. This is what a lot of our sheep stations look like around this area. This is a waratah flower and it's a calendar page. This page is of the Great Barrier Reef. Because I was making this journal for a swap in Cara's group, I've also included some book pages from a travel guide of Arizona, which is where Cara lives. Next up, we have some matte book pages from Daphne's Diary and Frankie magazines. These are both magazines I love for journaling and paper crafts. And then we have a music sheet. This is from a Beethoven book printed in the 60s and an old map page. I have this flower catalogue. I like how many folds there is. I think this would be quite useful if you cut it up. You could also use the images of the flowers. This is another vintage letter writing set, envelope with this one, beautiful. Then a variety of smaller note papers. I'm using this sari silk to hold the journal together. Next up, we have a few fun little things to add. This here is some wallpaper. This is a piece of vintage drawer liner. A vintage napkin and coaster. Some colourful napkins. And I have a bunch of stickers I'm going to include. I have some bags and envelopes to include. Some sticky notes I put onto a journaling card. I have a blank card and envelope. These are vintage. I've also included this Australian postcard. This was free for us to send notes to loved ones throughout Australia. Alright, we're nearly to the end. In here I have a variety of bits and bobs, sequins, buttons, jewellery findings, paper clips, page markers, just a variety of things I will include throughout the journal. Next up we have some paper bags. This one I've folded over and put a flower clip, and I've included some handmade tags from pretty cardstock. This is what I'm calling the bases pack. Comes in this little paper bag. Has this vintage receipt and a variety of snippets, journaling cards, playing cards, and some washi samples. I have a couple of ready-made ephemera pieces I'm adding. I put together this little fabric sampler, loosely stitched at the top so they can pull the thread out and use the pieces individually. And lastly, our final item is this pretty little lace sampler. The two laces at the front are vintage. And now that my partner has received her journal, I can share what my completed journal looked like. This was so fun to put together and I'm really happy with the results. Let's have a look at the gorgeous journal that my swap partner sent me. Lots and lots of awesome goodies. I can't wait to have a play in Make It March in Cara Brendan Creations Facebook group challenge. And that's all from me for today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you soon for my next video.